Jasmine Crockett passionately addressed concerns about democracy, law enforcement, and government weaponization, emphasizing that Democrats have never abandoned their responsibilities and will continue to uphold the Constitution. She criticized the disregard for established laws and vowed to hold those in power accountable, expressing concerns about the Department of Justice and the FBI being misused beyond their intended purpose. She called out Republicans for using weaponization of government as a battle cry to justify dismantling federal agencies and purging dedicated civil servants. She highlighted the hypocrisy of those who cry foul when facing consequences for their actions while weaponizing government institutions for their own political gain. In a subcommittee hearing, she fiercely critiqued Donald Trump, Elon Musk, and Pam Bondi, addressing the DOJ's role under the Trump administration. As a former public defender and civil rights attorney, she stressed the importance of a DOJ that remains accountable to the American people rather than serving political agendas. Citing past hearings, she exposed the contradictions in Republicans' claims, illustrating how they frame accountability as persecution while seeking to punish those who dissent. Her powerful speech underscored the ongoing battle over democracy, justice, and the rule of law, making it clear that she and her colleagues will not back down in the fight for fairness and integrity in government. Congressional Republicans themselves have described what they believe embodies weaponization, and while I often disagree with my Republican colleagues, I completely agree with their description in this case. However, what concerns me is their inability to recognize the very patterns they describe unfolding right before America's eyes, particularly within the DOJ, where corruption is evident, such as in the recent attempt by Trump's DOJ to drop the corruption case against Mayor Adams, which is itself riddled with corruption. Jasmine Crockett has been vocal in exposing these issues, ensuring that Democrats continue to fight back and uphold democracy, as we refuse to allow the desecration of our Constitution or the blatant disregard for established laws, making it clear that we will not stand idly by while government abuse and political manipulation take place, as seen in the DOJ's alleged quid pro quo attempt to use Mayor Adams for Trump's immigration policies, further proving the urgent need for investigations into these abuses of power. The investigations and prosecutions related to the events near the US Capitol on January 6th serve as a stark example of government overreach, unfairly targeting individuals whom authorities wrongfully label as political adversaries. Instead of focusing on critical issues such as cyber threats, terrorism, and violent crime, Trump's DOJ has allocated resources to fostering loyalty to Trump, which is a blatant misuse of power. The notion that the government is acting against innocent individuals is misleading, as career prosecutors take on cases based on expertise, not political motivation. However, Trump's DOJ has retaliated against officials who pursued federal criminal investigations into him, including the firing of DOJ officials who were simply doing their jobs. The administration's weaponization of justice is evident, with inquiries being sent to Democratic members of Congress for merely criticizing Elon Musk. This underscores the urgent need for real congressional oversight, as the loss of institutional knowledge and exceptional attorneys due to arrogance and vengeance threatens the integrity of the justice system. The claim that state-level prosecutors such as Attorney General Letitia James and DA Fani Willis are engaged in federal lawfare is unfounded, as both were duly elected and operate at the state level. Legal cases, whether civil or federal, have gone before juries of American citizens who made decisions based on evidence, not political agendas. As a former attorney with 17 years of courtroom experience, I deeply value the role of juries in upholding justice, and disregarding their voices undermines our democracy. If we continue down this path of dismissing legitimate legal processes, we are heading toward a dangerous future where the rule of law is eroded and accountability is lost.